Finish him.
Everybody to go tag Gervonta in my last video and tell him come out wherever he is. Tell him come on.
Welcome to Hitman Boxing. Hit that like and subscribe button. Before we continue, let's go ahead and congratulate your boy, Ryan Garcia, Ryan King Garcia, in his knockout win over washed-up fighter Javier Fortuna. A fight in which he knocked the guy out, and he knocked him out, I think in the fourth or the fifth, and then in the sixth round, he scored knockdowns, and then ultimately, oh boy, couldn't get back up. Some of you will be like, oh, Javier Fortuna, he's not washed up. He gave Robert Easter the business. No, he didn't. He lost. He lost. So it doesn't matter. He lost to Jojo Diaz, too. So what are we really talking about here? Obviously, Ryan Garcia, too young, too fast, too much power. Basically, a cookie-cutter opponent for Ryan Garcia. But, as always, Ryan Garcia has his sights set on much bigger fish, right? And while fighting at 140, it's funny how you're calling out fighters that are smaller than you. But, you know, obviously, you've had a beef or you've had some words with Gervonta Davis. Most recently, I believe, he disrespected you, and you've been in your feelings ever since. If I'm not mistaken, and I don't want to say the whole thing because, you know, YouTube, community guidelines, but in short, he made a comment about your parents being cousins and something about your mental stability, which, you know, I wouldn't disagree with. You know, you're very mentally unstable. I mean, you were out of the ring for mental health reasons. I mean, in boxing, I mean, aren't you supposed to have mental toughness? Now, that's not to say that no one can't suffer from mental health issues, but I mean, again, it just shows his mental toughness is not there. Now, if I were Ryan Garcia, I would be smart and cherry pick some opponents at 140. There's plenty of guys you can fight up there that, you know, won't give you much of a fight, but you call Tank up to 140. Yeah, I believe, Tank fought at 140, Mario Barrios. You know, some people say he struggled to beat him. He beat the guy, though. So what is it, right? Drop down in weight to 135. You a skinny-looking dude anyway. I mean, if you're depressed, you probably just stop eating anyway. So just drop down in weight, go fight Tank, and then your career's over with. See, the thing is, man, he keep calling out all these black fighters, and that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to call them out. But the thing is, you're not gonna fight none of these guys because the moment you fight one of these killers, your career is over with. Okay? You're a good-looking guy. Pause. So what you should really do is get your star power up, kid. Keep fighting on the zone. Fight the bums. I mean, Danny Garcia made a career out of fighting bums, right? There's a lot of guys who make careers out of fighting bums. Deontay Wilder, look where he's at, right? I mean, not to name drop other fighters, but there's a blueprint for this. There's a blueprint to success. You're managed by a guy who's, you know, I can't even say nothing bad about the guy, I guess, because they're going to try to strike me down again. But you're in a position to be a big star. You keep winning fights like you did against Javier Fortuna, you're going to pop off. Stay away from the young, black, upcoming fighters because they will put you down and they will put you out of the sport of boxing. And then what do you have left? Nothing. You'll have nothing after that. You see, in boxing, unfortunately, we've made the mistake of, you know, not rocking with fighters after they take their first loss, which I don't feel is appropriate, but it kind of come with the territory in boxing. So, you know, Ryan Garcia loses to a Tank Davis, it's over. Career's over. Done. Now, will this fight ever happen? You know, I don't understand why, you know, Tank and his team, whomever that is, I honestly don't know if he's still with Floyd or what's going on with him. It's a really weird and rocky situation, something I don't care to research at the moment. But, you know, obviously Tank doesn't control who he fights, or maybe Ryan doesn't control who he fights. I mean, it's obvious that he's been protected by Golden Boy since the beginning. And there have been numerous people who've gone on record and have said that you know, he went to, I think he was supposed to spar Tank. I mean, we're just looking at optics, right? We look at the world. Everything's on social media. We see them going back and forth on social media all the time. And I believe Ryan Garcia invited Tank to spar him at his gym. Tank was with it. Golden Boy was like, no, we're not going to do this because it's going to be a PR fiasco, just like when Rolly was whooping on you. And, you know, I shouldn't even call Rolando Romero. We don't call him Rolly no more. His name's Rolando Romero, okay? That footage that dropped of you getting beat up by him wasn't a good look. And, you know, sparring is sparring. There's no winners in sparring, right? But you just look bad, man. And he looked bad, too, trying so hard. But, again, back to Ryan Garcia. You know, I'm looking at some of his quotes, and I feel like I have to kind of quote what he said recently. And I like this type of talk, but it's just coming from him, it's just not believable, you know? He's not a believable guy. When he's upset, I don't believe in what he's talking. So, let's see here. Where's this quote at? Yeah, he wants to fight Tank so bad. If he wants to fight him so bad, drop down to 135. Okay, here's Ryan Garcia quote. I feel like I'm going to have to go full Ali vibes when he had to chase down Sonny Liston to make him fight. This man is terrified deep down. And I'm talking about you, Gervonta. I know you see my tweets. Saying nothing or something won't save you from this whooping. That's Ryan Garcia's quote. I mean, at the end of the day, we could talk about this all day, but we know the fight's not going to be made within the next couple of years. And honestly, if we're talking about stepping up a competition, so does Tank. All these dudes need to step up their competition. They need to start fighting each other. But, you know, up at 140, you know, Ryan Garcia's dead meat. Regis Prograis. I mean, he said if he can't get Tank, he'll fight Teofimo Lopez. That might actually be a decent little fight. He said he'll fight Teofimo Lopez. I'll watch you two guys kill each other, you know. Y'all want to see the two black fighters kill each other? Let me see the two Hispanic fighters kill each other. It is what it is. But you got Gary Russell, who's Gary Russell's a bum too. You know, I don't like 140, man. I'm not a big fan of the 140 division because dudes just don't fight each other, man. But anyway, Hitman Boxing. Let me know what you think about Ryan Garcia and this saga he's got going on with Tank Davis. You know, Gervonta Davis. I feel if he fought Ryan Garcia, he would completely decimate him. But, you know, I will say this, if I'm being honest, Ryan Garcia has shown improvement over the years. Since that ass whooping he took from, who was that dude? That British dude. Ryan Garcia was getting his ass whooped by somebody. I forgot what fight that was. It had to be a few fights ago. Was it Luke? No, it wasn't Luke Campbell. I can't remember who it was. I think he went down too. Pretty sure Ryan Garcia went down in the fight. I think it was, maybe it was Luke Campbell. Could be wrong. Anyway, correct me if I'm wrong. What was the fight Garcia was in where he got dropped? Man, was that the same fight where he got bloody too? He's suspect. I got to go back and watch some more of his fights. But Hitman Boxing, drop a comment, like the video, subscribe, and I'm out.